Hello, it is I. Oh, it is I. Okay, Boomer. Like I said, it's a 360. Ah. So, today I'm going to be yapping about mini runs a little bit. And why they suck most of the time. The public ones, not the private ones. The public ones suck a lot. I mean, for gathering some clips on so I could understand mini rounds a bit more. My teammate who was helping me record this video, thank you by the way, Laser, he didn't even get a chance to really document anything because he was murdered immediately after. Like, immediately. He didn't get a chance to do anything. Because while setting up his OBS, he just got killed. I don't even think he got to get his kit out. They just started the mini round. I don't think he got a warning or anything, and it was pretty scummy. Also, from asking people what their rating on mini rounds are, it's been a pretty even 4 out of 10, which is kind of sad when you think about it. I mean, out of most of the new mini rounds, I asked like 20 people, by the way. Maybe a little bit less, but I think 20 people basically is a good number to settle on. I asked 20 people, and out of all of them, it's a 4 out of 10, with the lowest rating being 0, which is crazy. But 0 is pretty... Oh, that guy. But I think with that low of a rating, with that many people, is still pretty crazy. Some people rated like 10 out of 10, and because I limited to 10, they wanted to rate a little bit more, but some people rated it 10 out of 10. But most of the ratings were either 3 or 4. So that's just a bit crazy. I mean, you could consider 4 a pretty average, I mean, not average, a pretty mediocre number. Like, 4 is not that bad, it's solid. But when you think about it, 4 is not good. 4 is not good. 4 is actually below average. So, I mean, I expected it to be 5 out of 10. I thought it was going to be, people are going to be like, oh, it's a 5 out of 10, mini rounds are okay. But the rating, I've been kind of postponing the video. People gave me a few more ratings after I realized I didn't have footage, and I had to re-edit some, and I had to rewrite some of my stuff for the video. It was a 3.728. About. I'm just going to say 3.7 out of 10, which is still with the 10 out of 10, by the way. The 10 out of 10 someone rated. But that's still crazy to me that it was that low. It was way below average until I started asking more people. Like, way more people. So, and it's still below average to this right now. It's still below average. So that's still a bit crazy to me, though. Just wild. Another thing, I don't know if I said this already. I doubt I have. Is the toxicity, man, in mini rounds. Oh wait, no, I have, because I was talking about lasers. But I know I'm just gonna go over it a little bit because it's new stuff. But in the teams mini round I was playing, teams is also one of my least favorite types of mini rounds. Please stop doing them. Well, actually, no, don't stop doing them, because, you know, maybe other people like it. I might be just a hater. I've kind of stopped doing sword mini rounds anyway. But team mini round, in the team mini rounds I was playing, it was probably the some of the, it was pretty, not as toxic as I thought it would be, because usually sword minions are super toxic, but it was still like really toxic. There was people, there were like people complaining in chat after they died, and it was that was funny. There were people complaining in chat after they died, like immediately after. I'm not gonna say the people. You might see it in the video. I mean the clips, but they were like, I killed someone. I killed someone, and then they were complaining, and then left the server. I think they joined back after. They might have apologized. I don't look at chat too much. All I saw was the complaining part, but it was still pretty bad. One thing I am glad about is that no one, and I do appreciate about, is that no one tried to team with me. Well, no, people did try to team with me, but that's because they were solo. And I did have a good time for a little bit until I got freaking destroyed by a few people in the mini round. I did have a decent time in the team's mini round. I wouldn't say fun specifically, because I was kind of bored for like the first half of the mini round. I just built a base. I just built a base for like no reason. I didn't really want to. Actually, no, I did want to build a base, because if I didn't, I wouldn't. But it was better than just like wandering around. So, but still, I didn't really have fun. I mean, team mini rounds are boring because I think there's no real. The twist is pretty. There's not really a twist to the twist. It's just team PvP, so it's kind of just full on PvP every single time. And that's something I want to also skim over for a little bit. The twists are kind of trash nowadays. I mean, people are making a few twists, like mini round twists, like some good ones. Like Scrack is pretty okay. I think me personally, I think Crack is better than Scrack. Crackhead rounds I think they're better than Scrack. They may seem the same, but they're different sometimes. They're pretty different when you think about it. But Scrack is pretty good. It's a pretty good twist up that they made, because it's just Crack but with different roles. But I would still consider it its own mini round twist thing. It's pretty good. But things like Random Life, I do not understand how some people enjoy Random Life. Random Life mini rounds are very unfun most of the time, because it's random. I mean, I guess randomness can be fun, but it's not really fun when I think about it, because you can get the worst RNG. Because sometimes you get the worst RNG, like 7 hearts, lowest amount of time. Well, lowest amount of time might be good if you're considering it, because some people just like kill themselves for no reason and go down, which I do that sometimes, because I have to go and I have to do something, and I just kill myself in mini rounds, just so I can go down to red and go home, and not go home and do what I'm going to do. But sometimes I think I really should stop doing that, by the way, because if I can't do a mini round, then I should just leave the game, which I have been doing. That I have been trying to just leave the game and come back if I can. I have been trying to do that. But sometimes, well, I have 4 healing sheep. Sometimes maybe people were like, knew they were gonna have to go soon, so they freaking kill themselves down to red and start murdering people. And since they're good at PvP, they get to like they get like really far because they've kind of like made the mini rounds super short because they killed so many people. Because they kept murdering. Another thing I want to talk about, like, I'm trying to skim over a lot of things in like a short amount of time because I might have to eat lunch soon. So another thing I want to talk about for a little bit is people are playing mini rounds to win a lot of the time, which sometimes I don't get it. I mean, I thought mini rounds were for fun, so maybe it's changed. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought mini rounds were mostly for fun. So it just kind of confuses me why people really, not really, why people really play mini rounds just to like kill, like PvP and win. I mean, I remember some mini rounds where, like some of the new mini rounds, what I'm talking about, some of the new mini rounds where, yeah, people are going around having a grand old time with their buddies, not really killing, just talking, goofing off, which, yeah, those mini rounds are really fun. But those mini rounds are so rare when it happens, which is just kind of sad. Because that means most of the new people in the community won't get to experience a good old mini round, and will probably push them away from mini rounds even more. Or maybe they'll adapt and be more PvP centric. Which, would you really want that to happen, dude? I mean, they're probably going to be like, some of them are probably, I'm not saying all of them, but some of them are probably going to be like, oh, well, PvP is how I have to win these or get well known in these mini rounds. Which, yeah, PvP is a way you could get more well known in mini round. I mean, in the community. But I would say that it's one of the worst ways to get well known. Because then, when you're good at PvP, you're gonna get targeted in everything you're in. So why would it be fun? It wouldn't really be fun. Unless you're like really, really chill. No, even if you're chill, you're probably gonna get targeted in everything you're in. Like, what's a good example? Icicles. When I never got targeted because I got washed like right as people started thinking I was like really good at PvP. So when people considered me good, so I got washed like right as people considered that. So I never really experienced the PvP freaking life series train, because I was only good during Linked Life at PvP and Clock Life. I was good at in Linked Life and Clock Life. Those were the only two series I was actually good at. And I never got targeted because I had some unlucky thing happen to me, and I never really, or I just had like good teammates that had my back most of the time. And usually it was the teammates part, because the only time I really got unlucky was during Linked Life when my soulmate didn't even appear in the finale, which I was fine with, basically. Besides, he had all the golden apples. But you'll still get targeted during everything, when people start realizing, when more people in the community start realizing, oh, this guy's good. We have to get him out as soon as we can so that we can have a better experience. When the case could be you're washed or something. Not washed. The case could be you really didn't want to PvP that season and have a good time, but people are forcing you to PvP. And if you win those battles, you're probably gonna get targeted more because you just won. Oh, you just won a freaking war or something, like a 3v1 or something, and I'm just yapping about PvP for most of this. Sorry, but yeah, I just think it would be bad to join the community through PvP. It could be good. It could be really good. I mean, let me think of a case besides the high schools. I think Raven, it worked out for Raven pretty well because Raven is good and people are trying to beat him. But but I don't know. Maybe Raven's just a special case because I think every person that I know, because Raven doesn't get targeted shockingly in anything. So maybe Raven's just like a special case, like an outlier. But most of the people that I've known or seen usually get targeted in mini rounds. So it's never really good to be good at PvP. I mean, not in mini rounds, and in anything in the community. So it's never really be good to join the community through PvP. Right. There's, I think, 2, maybe 3 more things I want to talk about before I end the video. I think, let me think about what I'm going to say here. It's hard to word what I'm going to say. Alright, I think I got it. So maybe we should, like, have a hiatus on mini rounds, definitely. Or, like, go back to simpler mini rounds. Now, those sound like 2 completely different things, but let me explain. So, if we have a hiatus, then we can probably flesh out more of the mini rounds and like see more of the problems maybe on what the problem with mini rounds are. Because imagine, because if you keep pumping out mini rounds, I doubt it's really gonna go through your head about what the problem with mini rounds are. Because you're gonna be too focused on pumping out mini rounds rather than freaking trying to fix them. You're gonna be doing the same mini rounds because that's what works. That's what you know. Instead of freaking trying to fix the problem, you're becoming a part of the problem. I mean, I guess a few exceptions. Like, I mean, there are a few exceptions in mini rounds. Like, I think day-breaking mini rounds are really good. I haven't really played other mini rounds, but I think very many mini rounds recently, besides sword mini rounds and some of more public mini rounds, besides sword mini rounds, I think and ticket mini rounds. I guess I don't really play ticket mini rounds anymore that much though. I think HX's mini rounds are also really good. Because he adds a whitelist, but I don't know the twist. I haven't played an HX mini round either in a while. But I think those 2 mini rounds are kind of like an exception to the newer mini rounds because they actually do some of the things that you need to do in a mini round. But HX has been hosting mini rounds for years, so he probably not years, 2 years I think. I threw a healing sheep. He probably gets the mini round format. So he probably knows what works and what doesn't work usually. If he doesn't, then I don't know. But he adds a whitelist, which makes me a bit hopeful that he does get the mini round format. So I think those 2 mini rounds are an outlier and an exception to this video. Another thing I'm just gonna skim over a bit. Sorry, I'm saying another thing a lot. I don't know if this is still true, but I think I've heard there's a lot of admin abuse in mini rounds. I mean, there's always been admin abuse in mini rounds, even the old ones, but we kind of grew out of the admin abuse when we started getting a little bit more professional in mini rounds. Most of the owners grew out of the admin abuse stage. And if there's still admin abuse, this is mainly take-em rounds, by the way. I've heard this from. If there's admin abuse in mini rounds, I don't think they're going to be fun. Because, I mean, even if it's being used as a joke, it's probably not going to be a very fun joke to the people getting... A funny joke to the people getting demolished in the mini round, because like they're just trying to have fun, and they're getting freaking destroyed by this guy with full diamond or netherite. Another thing I want to talk about is I think there might be some bias towards this video, and if there is, I'm sorry. Ooh, shoot. And if there is, I am sorry, because I may be a little bit biased because I'm talking about old mini rounds. Talking about how old mini rounds were great and new mini rounds suck. But the old mini rounds weren't perfect either. I just want to also point, the old mini rounds had probably a little bit more, not a little bit more. Old mini rounds had a bunch of flaws too, though. The new mini rounds just have way more flaws. Like the admin abuse problem, as I was saying, was a problem from day one. I mean, HX mini rounds, he's grew out of it, by the way. I think he's grew out of the admin abuse. But HX mini rounds were admin abused. Some Fresh Polar Solidarity. Solidarity had mini rounds for a while. Those had admin abuse too. I played like two of those. I never really liked them though. But all of the old mini rounds had some admin abuse usually, sometimes. But there was, like, as I said before, they usually like grew out of the admin abuse stage after a while, because then they learned, oh well, I'm probably the only one that thinks this is like funny or something, so maybe I should stop because I might be ruining other people's time. That's what I think they learned, or maybe they just stopped because it got boring after a while. One or the other. Either way, they still stopped. I hope that Take-em mini rounds reach that point too, because that's the main place that I've heard it from. So I hope they stop admin abusing. Now, I by the way, I just want to point out, I'm not trying to target any I am targeting mini rounds, every mini round. I'm trying to like go after every mini round a little bit here. But I'm just saying the main mini rounds are like Sword and Take-em mini rounds, so they're gonna be like the biggest examples. Also, they're the main mini rounds that I've played right now, usually. So that I've played publicly, like public mini round wise, because I play in more mini rounds than Sword and Take-em mini rounds, definitely. Like Daybreaking mini rounds, I've played in that, but those are, I think I would consider Daybreakings more private, honestly, more than public, because there's not that many people that join them. But still, I think that we should probably stop most of this stuff. I mean, I could yap all this crap, but if there's no real change to any of this, then it could all just be for nothing, if I'm being honest. Because I just want to make this video so there could be maybe a change in mini rounds, because people have been complaining a little bit about mini rounds. Not a little bit, a lot of it about mini rounds. So it's just like a bit annoying sometimes. Stretch. Just like it's just a little bit annoying sometimes because I said that. I already said that. All right, but if there isn't a change in mini rounds, then they're just gonna die off. They're gonna be they're gonna be forgotten as once that great thing that everyone loved and turned into a freaking thing that everyone hates now. Because it may just be the people that are I don't know. It's not just the people because that are playing private mini rounds because or the old people that played mini rounds complaining. It's also some of the new people. Because from what I've seen, mini rounds just kind of gotten worse over time. I mean, it's like maybe we should stop them. No, we shouldn't stop. I think we should just like maybe take a break from them or something. I think we should just not do them for a while, or just I threw it a wrong one. Or maybe we should do more private ones because the private ones aren't the problem because the private ones usually are insanely fun with people. Like people because you know basically everyone or you get to know everyone because it's privately hosted and if it's privately hosted then the person hosting it probably trusts most of the people in there usually. So what I'm trying to say is that we should either take a break to improve mini rounds or we should just like try to improve them while doing them. I doubt any of the mini round owners are actually host mini rounds mainly are gonna see this. But if they do, I hope y'all take my constructive criticism. I wouldn't say it might be. I would construct my constructive criticism. I cannot speak today. My constructive criticism to heart, and maybe fix some of their mini round servers because all of them have at least one of these things, except maybe day breakings are just scuffed. I wouldn't say day breakings mini rounds actually suck, but all of them mini rounds servers at least have one thing that needs to be fixed, but that might not be fixable. May not be, but they all have something maybe in this video that could be fixed, and I think that they should work on that definitely. Now, without further ado, I can finally end the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep this gameplay on. I think I can cook in this round. Hold on. Let's see this, guys. Boom. Kill this guy. Boom. Bang. Bop. Boom. Alright. Speed bridge. What is that gonna do? Kill me? Oh no! Oh no, I'm getting comboed! Oh no! Alright. Well, I hope you guys have a good day. And take what I said to heart, maybe? Probably not gonna, but it's fine. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya.